There's a big billboard out there.
For the third time, you're out of order. So I'll continue, just to represent the third. I will continue.
They did it to protect Brian Fahey, the man who spat in my face and brandished a firearm at me.
Get that gun out of your hand,
my
psycho.
fucking
I don't
property.
care who you are.
Right now.
You spit in my face.
You are in violation of your own rules. You are violating my rights again. So, I would like to enter into the record a lawsuit for violating my constitutional rights. You can have your attorney look into it.
This pearl clutching is getting to me while this is happening and act like all of this is unreasonable. People are pissed because of your behaviors and your actions. You are embarrassing the town of Groton.
You have police people guarding this place. You have barriers keeping the public away. You've embarrassed us in front of hundreds of thousands of people nationwide.
I begin to wonder whether the majority of the council has an attention span that can last 2 minutes.
It's pretty tense in here.
Up next, we have receipt of citizens' petitions, comments, and concerns.
Good evening. So obviously I don't have a lot of time to speak today. I just wanted to address the council. First of all, I wanted to say that there were some people came up here, the Democratic leader of the town of Groton, who I'm sure the mayor or some of your councilmen brought over here to say that, oh, what we're doing to you is unfair. The First Amendment guy, who was a former councilman, said, you know, I'm a big believer in the First Amendment. Then he goes on to talk about a First Amendment protected billboard truck. There's due process. This is not due process what's happening to me. You spoke about due process, Councilwoman. This is not, it's all on video for the world to see. Your police department violated my constitutional rights. They arrested me for felony voyeurism, criminal trespassing when I left, no signage, breach of the peace, which has to be in a public place. There is no elements to these crimes, and it's all on video. They did it to protect Brian Fahey, the man who spat in my face and brandished a firearm at me.
Get that gun out of your hand,
my
psycho.
fucking property.
I don't care who you are.
Right now.
You spit in my face.
My property
You're
right
going
now.
to jail now.
A former state trooper has been arrested and now a disorderly conduct charge against Fahey.
Friend of the mayor, who has a long history of talking to Brian's wife. And I will just say, because I don't have a lot of time, Mayor, before the Councilwoman Bordelon brought up that rule, I do my homework and I already looked into that rule. And you are in violation of your own rules. You are violating my rights again. And then for people saying, oh, what are you doing talking to them? Talk to the police. I can't talk to the police. What are you doing talking to them? They're the ones that are violating our free speech by limiting us to 2 minutes. 2 minutes, 30 minutes total. It's ridiculous. And you're doing it unlawfully, and it's not viewpoint neutral. You did it to protect your friend. So I would like to enter into the record a lawsuit, Sean Paul Reyes versus Rachael, Franco, for violating my constitutional rights. You can have your attorney look into it. Here you go, town manager. The one that you respect the police. There's a copy for each and every single councilwoman and councilman there with a demand letter and a lawsuit ready for filing. You have 30 days to respond. And I would just like to say, I hope that this isn't true, but I heard that there was an inappropriate relationship between the town manager and yourself. An inappropriate sexual relationship between the town manager and yourself. I heard that. I don't know if it's true, but I'm going to look into it. You can do a lot of stuff with this. Yeah, I think I have.
Up next is the
Lauren Gauthier, this pearl clutching is getting to me. This circus is solely all of your creation. This has been a mounting problem for the past 8 years in Groton, as this council and Mayor Franco in specific has been tightening down on the public's ability to participate in a variety of manners, from reducing the number of times a month we can speak at citizens petition, reducing the time, in addition to putting votes so far away from public's petition that you can't actually come out and speak when a topic is ripe and they've already had 2 or 3 votes, and Mayor Franco sits there and goes, well, we already voted on this, we're just confirming our other votes. I just feel continuously embarrassed by all of you, especially those who profess some kind of moral superiority as Democrats and then do not act democratically. You act like you have no power, and yet you sit by silently while this is happening and act like all of this is unreasonable. People are pissed because of your behaviors and your actions. I'm wondering when you as leaders will accept responsibility for that and do some introspection. You are embarrassing the town of Groton. You are wasting our time, and you are making some horrible decisions because you won't accept feedback.
Thank you, your time has expired.
I hope you guys look around and understand, for all of you, the last 2 years have been nothing but a complete failure. You have police people guarding this place. You have barriers keeping the public away. You've embarrassed us in front of hundreds of thousands of people nationwide. So take that into account. That being said, one thing that's really bothered me is one of you being singled out unfairly. And frankly, that's Mayor Franco. I see everybody attacking Mayor Franco, but she's not the one solely doing this. It's all of you. It's a corporate culture in this town. You know, I've got our town manager wanton, willfully, and maliciously attacking me. He sent 300 emails to my chairperson attacking me, supposedly. It was published in the April 30th, the Connecticut Examiner. When Councilor Roscoe decided to release the draft findings, and I'm sorry, John, if you don't like this word, but I believe in telling the truth, the town manager lied to Russell Blair, said there was an FOI to release it. That was on, I have the emails, and I'll email tell you guys so everybody else can FOI it. But that was on June 5th. The first FOI came in June 11th. So John, with that type of foresight, if you can get me the Powerball numbers tomorrow, I'd really appreciate it, because you can look into the future, my friend. And then we have Ms. Rusk running for mayor of the city of Groton, who said in public that I cost the town of Groton $21,000 in legal fees. Except when I FOI the bill, it's $938. Kind of a big difference, Jill. $938 and 21,000. Hopefully you can do better math
Thank you.
if you become the mayor of the city.
Up next,
Hello, Mayor Franco. First, I will ask you again publicly, on a scale of 1 to 10, how corrupt are you? This is your first time to be honest. Go. Time's up. Now, I can share passionately and eloquently the importance of freedom and all the things that you and the council, except for Councilwoman Bordelon, who is the hero of Groton, by the way. I love you. You're awesome. You hate to hear from we the people. That's why you got rid of 3 minutes of our time. The only person you love to hear from is you. So I am actually going to have you speak during my time. Go.
Not stop taking the floor when you don't have it.
Mayor Rachael Franco hasn't lied yet. Again, we're only 3 seconds into the video, so wait for it.
It's 6:42. We're taking a break because Councilor Bordelon will not remain in order, and do not speak at this time.
And
do not speak at this time.
I want you to appropriately
do not
represent
speak during this time. So it is 6:43 now. We're going to take a 5-minute break. Yeah, it is perfect, isn't it?
Just represent me. People called about
I didn't
30
say
minutes.
your name.
You looked
and you need to stop. You need to stop. Right now, you need to stop. You need to stop. You need to stop. Right now, you need to stop. You need to stop.
I don't.
Don't speak to me.
I then
Do not speak to me.
correctly, please.
Do not speak to me. And you need to stop. You need to stop. Right now, you need to stop.
They weren't non-local
Do not
people
speak to
that
me.
called.
Do not.
Who does she think she is? This is why I do what I do. To expose bully, coward, rude
That's you.
people like her who are in elected office.
Each presentation should be limited to 2 minutes. Council.
All right, so in my last 12 seconds, will you resign now and do the people of Groton what they need? And get rid of your cowardly, rude self, because how you treated Bordelon is so unacceptable. Again, you're the hero of Groton, Bordelon. God bless you.
Yeah, your
And keep
time
speaking
has
up truth
expired.
to this vile, corrupt, make-believe
next
mayor.
is-
One of the speakers earlier today mentioned profanity being used directed towards the council people. I just want to set the record straight. The first time profanity was used was actually the mayor's husband at the first meeting. Leroy Truth and Sean went to speak, have conversations with the council people, and the mayor's husband interfered, tried to block them. And when Leroy said, "Sir, please don't touch, you're in the way," the mayor's husband said something like, "You fucking move." So the F word, someone in the front mentioned profanity. The first profanity was used by the mayor's husband. I just want to put that on the record. And the Brian Fahey family are personal friends of the mayor. That is the reason why the time was shortened to 2 minutes, to stop people from criticizing the mayor's personal friends. Exactly. So I'm going to repeat that. The only reason why the time was limited was to stop people from criticizing the mayor's personal friends, the Brian Fahey family. And by the way, there's video of the Brian Fahey's wife, personal friend of the mayor, giving the middle finger to people on the side of the street, as well as Brian Fahey's son. So there's talk of people using profanity. Most of it's on the side of Mayor Rachael Franco's personal friends. And we saw the temper tantrum that the mayor had. I'm the mayor. I could talk as long as I want. Meanwhile, everyone else gets limited in their time. And it's just really just childish behavior. If you went to any other business and tried to speak to the managers and they ran away, I mean, they'd be fired. So, and the only reason why this border here is to stop people from having conversations with the council people, because most of them are pretty immature and they don't know how to have conversations. And,
Thank you. Your time has expired.
Ian Thomas.
My name is Mary Ellen Furlong. I'm very sorry to be here again tonight. The majority of this council has just been listening to a lot of things that are wrong, a lot of things that are causing this town a lot of money. And this latest thing where we're basically being gagged, given 2 minutes a month to talk about the problems, is absurd. I have not seen this done before by any of the other councils, and I also am witnessing this council not doing its job, not reviewing the budget the way they should. I really do not understand where this is going. This used to be a fairly reasonable council, and thank heavens we were able to deal with the Branford Manor, the oral school, and the data centers when we were actually allowed to talk. This has gotten absurd, and I begin to wonder whether the majority of the council has an attention span that can last 2 minutes. Thank you.
The new town council rules for citizen petitions, 5H is not being applied correctly. 11A governs the adjustment of time. All the time that I've ever witnessed, I've never seen time lengthened by a majority vote. I've seen it shortened by a majority vote, all situationally dependent. 5H was passed about 3-4 years ago when Mayor Melendez wanted to curtail some of the presentations and updates that were chewing up a lot of meeting time. That was the intent behind that rule. So this willful misinterpretation that's occurring now is just a more revisionist history. So I would encourage this council to reconsider the situation, or actually just consider it and do it under 11A, do it properly. Thank you.
Joe Delacruz, 95 Corey Road. I'm originally came here because you guys are going to disperse the opiate settlement funds tonight. We actually had a large group of people that were going to come here and show support, but these folks aren't ready for this kind of a situation. It's pretty tense in here. I do want to push back, and I'm not really going to talk about the opiate settlement fund tonight because, you know, I am a First Amendment guy, especially what's happening in our country right now. I think there's a lot of things that maybe you could put your camera work to good use following around ICE. But what I don't understand is how this is getting adjudicated at a town council meeting. There's nothing that these folks, I've served on the council 2 terms. I served on the RTM for 3 terms. I was a state representative. There was no point in time where any of these folks were going to be able to change something or fire a police officer or do whatever the people thought they were going to be able to do. I think you won. You're going to have your day in court. In America, everything gets adjudicated. I'm sick to my stomach these days thinking about what's happening. Then I pull up here on this night, getting ready to talk about the great work that we've been doing, having over 250 people at Ocean Beach with Community Speaks Out and people being very positive, and then having to come in and, I wasn't going to say anything. I saw there's a big billboard out there.
For the 3rd time, you're out of order. So I'll continue, just to represent. I will continue. I will not speak at this time.
And
do not speak at this time.
I want you to appropriately.
Do not speak during this time. I didn't say your name. You need to stop. Don't speak to me. Do not speak to me. Do not speak to me.
Terry.
I'm very concerned for my safety. Yeah, it is perfect. It's just changing the timing of the.
With the council meeting going on, The one thing that I don't think you guys understand is, and you may not understand it because you're on the other side of the camera, the folks that are putting the stuff up there, but I don't know if you understand the emails and the hate that they're getting. I've read many times where all you councils apparently started getting paid, because when I was there, it was unpaid. And to find out, you're still unpaid. So you guys are up here pretty much as good standing community members, and to go through what you're going through, and again, this really does go through a system. We have a court. You guys, you did win. I mean, the police officer got arrested. You're going to be in court. You're going to have your day in court. I just don't understand why we're frying our council here. Thank you guys for all the work that you do.
Madam Mayor, Mr. Manager, members of the council, you all know me. I won't give my name and address to protect myself. I'm here with others in the audience and many at home not comfortable coming here and being in this room tonight. I'm here to say thank you, and I'm sorry. Thank you for volunteering your time, as many of you have done for years and years and years, serving us, the residents of Groton. It is appreciated by many of us, and we're sorry that you're being subjected to verbal abuse, harassment, and threats. Are you kidding me? From people who don't live in Groton. I live in Groton. So do the people who support you. It feels to me like our town and our town council meetings have been hijacked, and I find that very disturbing. We saw it at the citizens' petition at the August meeting. And it just so happens I received a message on my home phone that was for one of you, but I got to hear what you're being subjected to. The abuse, the name calling, the profanity. I was horrified, and I was very, very glad I don't have any young children living in my family, and that my grandchildren weren't there to hear that message. It was appalling. Citizens' petition is supposed to be a time for us, the citizens of Groton, to come and talk to you. But the time that we get to do that is being usurped. That's very disturbing to me. I've never seen anything like it in my 30 years of participation. And so I close with just saying, know that you have lots and lots and lots of support from the citizens of this town.
Thank you. Your time has expired.
My question is, from my understanding in the rules that we're supposed to vote on this, that the rule that you're referencing gives the mayor the opportunity and the option to make sure that when we had our town speeches that we were controlling the time. But as a council, we have not voted on this as an entire group to follow this particular policy. This is something that showed up in our packet, and we've never had a fair shot individually to vote on this item. And per the rules, we're not following them.
Rule 11.
May I respond?
Sure.
The section 5H says presentations can be limited by the mayor. And the other rule you're speaking about, the citizens petitions, is up to 5-minute limit. And if it is to go above 5 minutes, from my understanding, if it's supposed to go beyond 5 minutes, the council would vote on that. And it has been precedence from previous mayors, and it has always been the way, is the mayor sets the time limit if it is under 5 minutes.
So the other section, you wanted to speak.
This
so
is not we cannot get into debate about
point-
this. I've answered your point of information. We have to move on now.
But the point of information on that, though, also is that limited to 30 minutes is stifling people's freedom of speech.
That is not a question.
My question, are we following proper FOI and public and fair equal access due to the fact that if somebody shows up here tonight, right now that we have people here because of another issue. So if 20 of them show up to speak and you're only allowing 30 minutes, we only offer it once a month. If other people want to talk about their yard or their dog problem or other things that are happening in their town, you're telling them that they cannot speak tonight because you're limiting it to only 15. We did not vote on that. That's not fair. It's not fair to our community. It doesn't matter if we have an issue going on in our community or not.
That you're debating now, you're not. Your question has been asked.
We should vote on this. as a council.
You would like to vote on it?
I think it should be voted, yeah.
Then you need to bring forward.
Sure, I'd like to make a motion to vote on this proper.
You have to make a proper motion.
My motion is, I recommend that we reconsider receipt of citizens petitions rules.
It's
here
not
as
considered a
defined.
reconsideration. It's a motion to what?
To-
First, you have to suspend the rules.
So what would you like? You tell me what you'd like.
Councilor Bordelon, I'm sorry to say this, but you've been doing it for 6 years. So
I don't appreciate the insults. Thank
you know the process and the procedures that have to be
It changes
done.
every day up here.
So
I would like
first
to make
you
a
need to
motion
suspend the rules.
to suspend the rules to relook at this, because I don't know how we're suspending when we never even voted on it
So
at
the
all.
question on the floor is to suspend the rules. Do I hear a second? I do not hear a second on that.
Thank you.
All right, fellow patriots, the following email was obtained through a FOIA request. It is a public record. The email was sent to the town council from Kimberly Fahey, former Sergeant Brian Fahey's wife, and I thought it was interesting and I wanted to share it with each and every one of you. It states, "My name is Kimberly Fahey. Sergeant Fahey is my husband. The Connecticut State Police released this report to the media yesterday, and I wanted to send it to each and every one of you. It's 13 pages long, and I hope you read each and every page. The terror that my family has been living at the hands of Jean Paul Reyes and his followers for the past 4 years, I wish on no one. Thank you for taking the time to review this document in full." So the document that Mrs. Fahey is referring to is the Internal Affairs Report. The Internal Affairs Report that is full of lies. It says that I edited the video to take out the no trespassing signs, that my cameraman had a mask and a hood on, just full of lies and editorializing to try and garner sympathy for the Faheys. They deserve none. Sergeant Brian Fahey is an animal, a savage, and a tyrant. He deserves no sympathy. Just like her husband, Kimberly is trying to manipulate the situation and fill the council's head with lies. Lies told by her husband's former department and her husband himself. Again, Kimberly was never scared or terrorized. If she was scared, she wouldn't be harassing and following peaceful protesters. She was caught on camera doing so. So don't buy into her sob story. As for the meeting, I want to thank all of the residents who spoke out against this injustice. If the town council does not answer my demand letter in 30 days, I will be filing the lawsuit that I entered into the record in federal court. I will not sit idly by while the mayor unlawfully and unconstitutionally violates we the people's rights. If you would like to read the lawsuit in its entirety, I will leave a link to do so in the description of this video right below the like button. To the man who said that he supported the First Amendment, yet he goes on to criticize my LED billboard truck that I used to protest. That is literally a First Amendment protected activity, and you cannot be more of a hypocrite. As far as the woman who raises money for the mayor, her opinion is irrelevant to me, so I will leave it at that, but I wanted to keep all of the opinions in the video so that way you guys can see how brainwashed society is becoming to lick the boots of what they perceive is authority. I appreciate all of your continued support. It means the world to me. Together, united, we will defeat this injustice and tyranny. Take a moment to hit the like button and share this video anywhere you can on social media so it can be seen by as many people as possible. As always, stay safe. God bless. I'll see you in the next one. Long Island Audit. Peace.